Viewer discretion is advised.
As Sophia traversed the barren underground of the campaign location, avoiding the pits of lava and following the sounds, she finally found the other participants of the campaign. It was the 5 missing people on the news, sitting around a modern dining table with an imposing demonic figure standing over them.
Ah, I see you finally arrived, Sophia. Now we can begin.
Who are you? And how the hell do you know my name?
My name is Zornos. I would like to welcome you to my humble domain. I understand that my form can be intimidating, but fear not. I merely wish to be the dungeon master of this campaign, which I've created just for you.
Just for me? What do you mean?
Sophia, I would like to invite you on a journey that will have lots of laughs, drama, and tragedy. A journey that you will remember for the rest of your existence.
I accept, I guess?
Very well then. Let the games begin!
Hello everybody, I'm TheRubber. Today, we bring you SCP Foundation EUCLID Class Object SCP-7550. SCP-7550, also known as Dungeons and Demons, is the collective designation for SCP-7550-A, SCP-7550-B, and SCP-7550-C. SCP-7550-A is an online advertisement located on websites that advertise D&D campaigns, mainly the website Roll20.net. 7550-A advertises a D&D campaign about traveling to the Underdark and cleansing it of the monstrosities that live there. Once someone joins this campaign, they are transported to an unknown location. These events are known as conveyance events. The location is designated SCP-7550-B. Information about SCP-7550-B is sparse, but it is hypothesized that 7550-B is similar to the Christian depiction of the underworld. There appears to be no discernible way to enter or exit SCP-7550-B other than entering a conveyance event. 7550-B contains a Tartarian-class demonic entity, designated SCP-7550-C. 7550-C is approximately 3 meters in height and has a superficial resemblance to a human. It possesses large, curved horns on its cranium and its eyes are luminescent green. After a conveyance event, the viewers are then greeted by SCP-7550-C. The entity considers itself a dungeon master, or a DM for short, and it wants the players to play its campaign. It is uncertain whether SCP-7550-C is a malevolent entity. 7550 was initially discovered on the 8th of April 2019, when some missing person cases described the missing people as having vanished into thin air. All of the missing people had a background in D&D and devoted a significant amount of time to the game. The last activity on their devices was clicking an advertisement, where 7550-A was found and contained. The following are the recordings sent back from Sophia Henderson's device. She was approached by Foundation researcher Dr. Prescott after hearing about her call with the police officer regarding her first encounter with 7550-C.
As you step into this opening, the light cascades into this new cavern. A large, beautiful open space presents itself, a good 100-foot up ceiling. From what you can see, a roaring river is now pouring out from a nearby rock, cascading over the cliffside into a waterfall down into this deeper, giant cavernous space.
Intriguing.
And that's where we are going to take a break. We'll be back here in a few minutes to explore the Gray Spine mine and the dangers that prevail inside.
The players got up out of their seats, stretched their legs. Sophia approached Zornos.
Well, that was surprisingly fun. I haven't seen a DM plan so well during the first session in a long time. How did you do that?
The truth is, Sophia, that I had no plan. I had so many things to juggle around that I didn't know if I could achieve any of this. So I went in blind.
At least you have excellent improv. That's a great strength to have as a DM.
You're too kind. I'll do my utmost to make this the best campaign ever.
After a few minutes, the sessions resumed.
As you eventually make your way to the outside of the quarry, you look down into 3 large pits that descend deep into the side of the mountain. This mine has been going for quite some time, and a large chunk of it looks like it may be being prepped, almost like the mine is what's growing the Dwarven city. The more they mine into the mountain, the more they fill the mined area with further city construction. It's this self-perpetuating cycle of expanding the city downward. Currently,
What are we looking for again in this city? I wasn't listening to what was happening earlier. Sorry.
Zornos began to appear irritated. It fumbled through its equipment looking for its notes, making a significant mess.
I thought you're prepared for this. What with the dramatic speech and all.
that speech was meant to entice you into joining the campaign. I can make mistakes just like any DM out there, but I will be sure not to fail. Anyway, the party was searching for the lost spear of Kathmuri, which was hidden deep in the mines and has extraordinary power. You were going to stop the BBEG from obtaining it.
Right, gotcha.
Back to the campaign then. Sophia, there's a goblin in front of you, ready to pounce. What shall you do?
I cast Fireball!
Zornos then cast a d20, and it turned out to be a natural one.
Yes, finally!
That'll be 48 points of damage. And as the fire bursts forth from your palms, it hits the goblin and burns it to cinders. And you hear its last cries for mercy as its eviscerated body falls to the ground.
Damn! Well done with the description, Zornos. You're getting good at this.
Yeah, but where are all the intimidating enemies? These are just goblins.
Don't be so harsh on him. He's new to this game. You don't have to be so rude about it.
I see your concern for me, but it's all right. I can handle him. Anyway, as you traverse through the depths of the cavern, you start to notice some dead bodies ahead. When you make your way over there, you see that the bodies aren't affected by physical weapons, but rather that their organs have been inflicted with serious wounds. It's as if they have been attacked with magic spells.
Oh, I know what killed them. It's a beholder. They were not particularly strong, but they're inherently magical creatures. I love those enemies. My character is going to be very careful around this thing.
Zornos became silent for a moment.
Are you metagaming?
What? I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Does your character know of this creature?
Well, no, not really.
And so you ruined the surprise for everyone! This campaign needs suspense!
So, what are you gonna do about it?
Zornos slowly turned towards him with a furious expression and snapped its fingers. 4 spikes protruded from the ground like spears and impaled the player, injuring him gravely. The other players were shocked.
What the hell did you just do?
I taught him a lesson. Don't worry, he'll live.
But you freaking impaled him! How is that teaching anything?
I wasn't raised with the concepts of right and wrong, Sophia. That man had no respect for anyone around him, so I'll make him respect us.
But that's cruel! I thought you're better than this.
I am what I am, Sophia. Justice is the principle that people receive what they deserve. People like him deserve everything that comes for them.
Another player pulled out a pocket knife from her pocket and stabbed Zornos in the heart, to no effect. Zornos simply grabbed the back of her head and ripped the skin off her skull. She was not dead, however, and her form began to slowly reverse back to its normal state.
Well then, since we've now solved that issue, let's go back to the campaign, shall we?
Over the next hours of the campaign, the players played cautiously, for fear of Zornos' punishment. The only one who appeared to be in a good mood was Zornos.
As you burst through the door and enter the throne room, a basilisk is roaming around. It has not yet spotted you. What will you do?
I'm going to sneak behind the basilisk and use my 2 daggers to stab it in the eyeballs.
Why do you want to hit it in the eyeballs, specifically?
I am sorry, Zornos. I'll just get the side of its head instead.
Good choice. Roll to see if you succeed.
First dice hits an 18.
Success. Now roll for damage.
Okay, so damage for the first dagger is 19, 28 plus 36. The second dagger also hits for a little less, 7 points of fire damage on the other side.
All right. So, the first one jams into the head. It didn't even see you. It recoils back, slapping your hand back out of the way. The other dagger strikes and just gleams off the shoulder. However, it turns around and it knows you're there. Before this gets any worse, I'd like to thank you all for being more disciplined than earlier. I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
Everyone was afraid to make any comments. They could only nod in agreement with Zornos. Sophia looked at the charred but still alive body of her fellow player who suffered Zornos' wrath. She had enough.
Zornos, why are you doing this? You want to be a well-liked dungeon master, yet you can't even have the time to get to know us.
Would you kindly calm down and stop this discourse? We are just getting started. This is my game, Sophia, and we must follow it together.
Not anymore.
Sophia stood up and swiped all of the dice and other D&D items off the table.
You keep worrying about your status as a storyteller over us while we all suffer. If I can't say this more clearly, then I don't know what will. I'm ending this.
What are you intending, Sophia? I thought that this would be an enjoyable experience.
I'm quitting this campaign. You can go ahead and kill me if you have to. Just please, let the others leave. For everyone's sake.
Zornos could only stare at Sophia in awe, unable to retort. The rest of the players stood up to join Sophia and began to oppose Zornos.
Your punishments don't scare me anymore.
I hope I never see you again.
So be it.
With the snap of its fingers, all of the players disappeared and transported to Foundation's designated dimension.
I failed all of you. I am sorry.